did great. You did great.
All right. Well, I don't quite feel the same way about my first love anymore. We ready? All right. I don't quite feel the same way about my first love anymore, right? Some of you guys might even know her. You know, her name is Rosie Palmer. Yeah. That's right, ladies. If you don't know what I'm talking about masturbation. You know, jacking the Johnson, slapping the snake, stroking the turtle, that sort of thing, right? Before it used to be like going to Busch Gardens and getting ready to go on the roller coaster there, you know? You expect a lot before you even get on. You know it's going to go really high, you know, get on there. The ride's nice and smooth, lots of twists and turns, right? And you hit that climax, and it's good, right? And then the ride comes to an end. I get off the ride and I find myself going, man, fuck, I feel like I could ride that ride 2 more times today. Right? Not anymore. Not into my 30s now. Now it's like getting ready to go on one of those roller coasters that they put up at the state fair in 2 to 3 hours, or your church parking lot, you know what I mean? You already look at it and you're like, you don't expect much from it, right? But I get on the ride anyways. You know, it doesn't go near as high. No real adrenaline rush. Needs a little extra lubrication on the steel rods, if you know what I mean. You know, or it could be a rough ride, right? But anyways, so like I said, no real adrenaline rush, no real climax. The ride just kind of comes to a slow end, right? And I find myself getting off the ride, just being like, that was it? And I think I got up an extra 3 minutes early for work for this? Alright, now I'm going to tell you guys a story, alright? You ready for a true story? Here we go, okay. Some years back, I met this girl off MySpace, right? Tells you how long ago it was. First and only time I met this girl, right? And she texted me, she wants me to come pick her up right at her friend's house, like Saturday night or something, after midnight. So I had a pretty good idea where this was going. So I go to pick her up. And she comes out to my car wearing no socks and no shoes, hair a little greasy, slurring her words a little bit. So at that point, it was pretty well verified. It was going exactly where I thought, right? So, back in my house, right? Well, I have to tell you this, folks, all right? I was in Texas, and as they say, things tend to be a little bit bigger in Texas, as was she. So, I was going to tell you we had a little bit of fun, but in retrospect it was more like work rather than fun for me. So anyways, end up going to sleep shortly thereafter, right? I wake up and I'm having a hard time breathing a little bit. And it's like I can't move very much, right? I wake up, my eyes open, and she's completely like suffocating me in like this, right? Rolled over, 2/3 of the bed left. And all I can tell you is, I felt like a fucking caged animal, alright? That's the only way to explain it, really. Alright, so of course I had to like slowly like burrow my way out, you know, as not to wake the sleeping bear. Alright? So I go out and I sleep on my couch for a few hours till the sun comes up and I'm like, yo, I gotta take you back, you know, I got things to do, busy Sunday. So I do that, I come home, I'm ready to take care of my important business, which is go back to my bed, right? And get some rest. So, as I'm walking towards my bed, I come to a halt, or an abrupt stop for you less educated people. And what I see is a very large in circumference liquid circle on my bed sheets. Very large in circumference. I don't use that word very often, but that's what it was. So anyways, I'm a person that doesn't like to assume things, and I like to use my senses. So this is kind of about what happened next, right?
Yeah, they were laughing.
What the fuck? This bitch pissed my bed? Are you kidding me? Who the hell does that shit? She pissed my bed? You know, I was pacing back and forth like a motherfucker. I couldn't believe that shit. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't, you know, who's prepared for that? Forget a puddle of piss. This was a pond of piss. Alright? I wasn't ready for this situation. You know, I didn't have a piss-resistant cover on it. I didn't have children or nothing. They don't tell you that. There's no commercial to tell you that. There should be a commercial that tells you that. should be a commercial that says, "Get your piss-resistant cover, not only for the child that wets the bed, but also for that one-night stand for the girl that can't control her bladder and alcohol at the same time. Don't be sorry. It's not always good when a girl gets wet in your bed." Right? But they don't have that. So guys, all I gotta tell you, if it's the first time and you're unsure, take it to the floor, because trust me when I tell you, a little rug burn is gonna be better than a soiled mattress, okay? Alright, I don't normally tell one-liners, and this is the first time I'm ever gonna tell this on stage, and depending on how many moans I get, it might be the only. But before I tell you this joke, I want to tell you that I was raised Catholic. I was an altar boy for a while, right? But now I have to tell you, due to the settlement, that I was never inappropriately touched by any of the priests. Okay, now that being said, here's the joke. Alright, what's the difference between acne and a Catholic priest? Acne waits until a boy's 13 before he comes on his face. Alright, thank you guys very much. I'm Ryan K. Have a good night.